Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Library of Ruina. Last time we unlocked the rank of Urban Legend, and I'm not going to waste any time. Let's jump right into whatever is next in the story. We got two scary women. Oh wait, she's from the Zwei. You can't kneel forever, you know. I beg you, my juniors. They're all dead. You've said that 1,000,000 times by now. I'm gonna ring in my ears for days. It's gonna ring in for me. Yeah. Look, I know what happened. Your crew all died on a trip to a place called the library. I'd like to request the Zwei for support. I want to retrieve their books, at least. And barging into the Zwei HQ to beg like this is not the right way to do it. Come on, you know better than that. Isadora, please, let's help him out just once. Could we at least request our superiors for a review of this case? Julia, I know you're friends with this idiot, but even then, we should not act upon friendship or attachment. The whole system could collapse otherwise. The lobby will be filled with all kinds of miserable folks, begging and pleading for help. You may be a low-grade pipsqueak, but you're still Zwei's associate fixer nonetheless. You'd better remember what you've learned today. But I'm responsible for this case, and the association is responsible for it too. Nowhere in our records does it say that the Zwei is involved in this case, though. I have no idea what you're talking about, miss. So that's how it is. You use us as you please and turn your back on us so easily. Hello, you're putting the blame on the wrong people here. Even if such a deal did take place, like you said, you must have demanded or at least expected a corresponding reward. That's what a deal is, after all. You used the association as much as the association used you. You don't get to talk like it was a one-sided extortion. Come on, let's not act like rookies now. You've been in this business for 8 years. You should know how things work by now. Isadora, you don't have to be so harsh. We all started out as office mates. I'm just frustrated. I don't want to see him in such a wretched state either. Sorry, I understand what you're trying to say. You're right. That's how it's always been. I'll go look for another way now. San, I'm so sorry. I never thought it would turn out this way. Oh, would you look at that? Now this is the proper procedure I'm talking about. The Hana Association just elevated the library from urban myth to urban legend. That means our association can finally officially act on this case, right? Well, yeah, but we still don't know Zwei's stance on it yet, so don't get your hopes up, alright? Thank you, Isadora. I really owe you one. And apologies for laying my burden on you. It's nothing. All I did was compile information following procedure and sent it to the higher-ups. There certainly have been reports that several other syndicates and offices fell victim to the library, although they were mostly insignificant fledglings. But it's all thanks to the masterful data analysis by our lovely Isadora from Section 6 that it could be handled so quickly, right? That's my girl. Fine, believe in whatever you want. Anyway, do you still have that invitation with you? Oh, they're coming over? The Zwei's coming over. Looks like an association is about to make their move. Things will be different from now on. How much of a difference does that make? The guests we've had so far all gave us a visit out of casual interest or curiosity, but our future guests will have a clear goal in mind involving the library. How so? A case officially recognized by the associations is guaranteed to be rewarding, and money attracts an awful lot of attention. The scale of our affairs is only going to escalate from here, like it or not. Our threat level or importance is still probably on the lower end, but we'll nevertheless get all sorts of people trying to unravel the mysteries of this place as long as the associations have an eye on us. So, Lulu and what's-his-face, the other guy, found a way to... So you can... We've established that you can leave the library once you've entered, right? That, like, we know that's a thing, so why aren't people just, like, hopping in and then hopping out? Are they all just those criminals that are willing to die to get what they want? And those were the only two exceptions? I like the sound of that. I can make more valuable books out of them. I still have a lot to see and learn. I've been wondering for a while, but what's stopping you from leaving here? I am under a curse, a deep, ancient curse. That is what's attached to me. No being that isn't human can walk out of this place. Besides, I don't want to leave this place until I've had my revenge either. It's not too bad so far, rather. I've been actually quite delighted lately. It has been full of brand new things, unlike the prison that was my past life. New faces, accumulating knowledge, intriguing events. I like this abundance of freshness. I want to know more. I will keep learning and learning, and as I learn, I might finally figure out why I had to be subject to such torment. Guess I gotta work harder then. I can't leave here as long as you can't, you know? Hey, if we get to leave one day, why don't I take you to a place I frequent? You mean a restaurant? Yep, they make some sick meat stew there. One of the secrets to that stew is the giant tin pot they commissioned T Corp to customize. Boil meat with some water for just 10 seconds in that thing, and you get tenderized meat with a rich broth that you normally only get after 3 straight days of boiling. T Corp, that's Time Corp, so they made like a time traveling crock pot. A time traveling crock pot that anything that goes in gets cooked for 3 days in the span of 10 seconds. Creating a taste that's so rich in such a short time is what makes the restaurant so hot. The only issue is that the prices are a bit high. It's about half of my last job's payout on a single meal one time, but it's totally worth it. Alright, are you incapable of eating? Sorry for bringing up useless words, ma'am. There are plenty of other places you'd love to visit, so I'll make sure to give you a tour through the city, ma'am. I can eat, but I cannot taste the food. I do wish to try dining like you people do, if I get a chance, though. In any case, we need to finish the task at hand before anything. And the stew? I'll keep that in mind. Oh, that's sweet. Also, she didn't go to greet them, we're just meeting them at the floor. Guns a-blazing. Alright, so we got new girl. We got Hoon. I did a little setup for her. And yeah, her entire gimmick is that she explodes a lot. She sets herself on fire. And I also gave Roland, I think his name was Mars, or San, or I'm not really sure. But I gave him that key page, and that allows him to go like super fast. So he has a second dice, which allows him to do 2 different moves. And it looks like, okay, so this arrow goes to this dice. So yeah, so if I want to interact with this person, then I got to use this dice. So this dice is like a free turn. Let's use that to gain haste against... you might, yeah, you won't like getting hit by stab attacks. And then we will meet you. We'll bleed you. We're gonna spend all our light on the first turn. That definitely won't come back to bite us. You're not weak at all to blunt. Nobody's weak to blunt. Yeah, that's fine. And then what is your gimmick again? Oh, you just recover. Oh, you do everything bleed related. Okay, let's meet this person. We don't want to take a lot of damage on her, on Pansy. We have a 0% chance of getting this. Sweet. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Win. And then Roland moves over there with the second dice. Broken. Ow. Ow. Alright. And we got 2 on you. Let's set ourselves on fire to set this person on fire. He's coming at us with a fatal attack, so we'll meet you. You are going to come for this person. Okay, it's much higher chance of countering them with that. Oh, we have haste. Okay. Let's see. Oh wait, he's full up on light? Okay. Let me think. Pound. Pound that person. No, actually. Changed my mind. No, never mind. We will continue with C plan. Go get him, folks. Easy. Staggered. Boom. Outburst. That's new. And dead. You've done well. I don't want to die. I want to run away. We must focus on the mission. Bonk. 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 Wow. Yeah, we are winning pretty hard. Okay, increases max HP. After 3, bonus damage. Let's see. Who attacks Roland? Attacks the most. Okay, so Rolando, you are gonna take on this person. You are coming at us with 2 attacks. We're gonna meet you with 3 to 5, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. We'll cooking prep you. And then we will finish you off with a non-stop assault. Blocked, stupid. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Pale hands. It feels so good, kind of knowing how this game works. Gain 1 to 2 strength at the end of the scene. At the end of each scene, if the librarian did not deal any damage with offensive dice. That's hype. That's pretty hype. Oh no, this poor creature. Alright, you only live once. And over here. Oh, we have to wait. Set fire. We are going to spend absolutely everything. We are going to... This might kill. Yeah. That was a little bit overkill, but whatever. Current call for the reception of Zwei crew members. Awesome. Very cool. Good job, Zwei Association. Fragment of the universe. Oh, this guy. The little fella. Alright, deal double stagger damage. So he does more stagger damage. Netzach's gonna get penetrated. So Netzach, I gave him somebody's suit, but it basically, it's like Lulu's friend key page. And it basically makes slash damage stronger. So he has like everything slash. It's gonna be 4 to 8. How do we counter? Best chances with that, I think. Dang. Whoa, that stagger. Wow, that hurts. Okay. But he's super weak to stagger himself. To all forms of stagger. Netzach is... Of course, Netzach just so happens to be fatally weak against piercing. Okay, you're gonna come with a 4 to 8. Enlightenment. Impale you, my understand, cross-boundary human. Echoes from the Beyond. He's doing this song that sends people into insanity. So that's 4 to 8, 2 to 4, 2 to 4. We might just need to focus strikes this one. Yeah. Very unlikely that we'd be... Oh, impossible to beat that. Oh, we got staggered. That's so lame. Get your free damage off. Am I missing something? Is it really just deal double stagger damage? That's super hard. But being penetrated adds enlightenment to Netzach's hand. Alright, I think this is a lost cause. Alright, so I'm gonna grab Netzach, and Fragment of the Universe did all blunt and pierce, so we're gonna do something that's like weak to slash, since it doesn't seem like Fragment of the Universe could do that. So we'll save his stuff there. Alright, attempt number 2. So I put some paralysis stuff because I believe paralysis will bring down the roll of the enemy. So like if he rolls a 4, then that gets bumped down to like 3. So we'll see what we can do here. Just don't get an 8. Great. They always roll high. The enemies in this game always roll high. They never do not know high. Roll high. Alright, well, I guess we'll do that. And the best we could do... Again, they always roll high. Deals 0 damage if target has enlightenment in hand. Ah, so we're supposed to save it. We're not supposed to spend it immediately. Okay. He always rolls the high... never mind. I'm just really unlucky. Okay. So your max value, or let's see, let's read this. Plays any combat page, up to 1 random dice on it will have their maximum roll value. And since this is the only roll value, the maximum is going to be 5. Or at least I think that's how that works. So since it's so low, let's focus strikes. Dog, it's so easy. Just roll one tick higher than him. My God. That's all you need to do. Just 1 tick higher. Okay, so yeah, you're not supposed to play it. You're not supposed to play that move. Oh, I don't have... Okay, you're paralyzed. You're gonna use... Oh, that doesn't matter. Let's... We have a lot of enlightenment. Okay, this is a pretty easy fight now that I see the gimmick. It's gonna use all our light, but I'm impatient. Okay, so you're gonna... I have 2 enlightenment, so I can honestly just shields up for this turn. Okay, that's gonna do 0 damage. We want to paralysize you. Yeah. Okay, now if you do that move, that has a maximum value of 5, which you hopefully will not get once again. Oh. Foolish me. 4? Okay, please. 5 or 6. Come on, dude. Come. Really? Can I please roll higher than him one time and have it not be like a, you know, a guaranteed thing? You're gonna do 0 damage there. We're gonna endure. Okay, take it slow. We're not in a rush. We will simply do 1 thrust attack. Actually, we'll make him bleed. You're gonna do 4 to 8. It doesn't matter. He's gonna roll 8. He's not gonna. There's no way he rolls a 4. He didn't die? I was banking on him dying there, but I got staggered, so I didn't get the second hit. Not that it matters. We're still winning. I'm gonna enlightenment. Stupid. Win. Don't really feel like trying to understand them though. Good job, Netzach. You did it. You killed the galaxy baby thing. Sir, you gotta wake up. You're gonna get sick if you sleep on the floor. Netzach once again casts a glimpse at Roland while lying on the floor before turning back again. This smell. And this thing rolling around on the floor. Don't tell me. A beer can. Where the heck did you get this? This is the library, Roland. Constructed from the light of possibilities. Anything's possible as long as you've got the book. Are you sure you're sorting the books well? You seemed okay at receiving guests, at least. He nods to the pile of books next to him. Really? You sorted them all? Let me see. The books are almost randomly scattered across the floor. I don't think that counts as sorting. Here, have a drink. Hey, you've got manners at least. Well, let me take a sip if you insist. Is Roland, the voice actor, actually gonna take a sip? Never guessed I'd get the chance to drink beer in this place. Boy, how I miss this sparkling softness. Good stuff, eh? It sure is, brother. So how's work been going? It's been going somehow. Not that I'm satisfied with it, though. What's your biggest complaint at the moment, anyways? That I have to take someone else's life with my hands. But it's either you or them, right? Ain't it? That's why I have to fight, and that's what I don't like about it. I'll probably have to kill even more people as time goes by. Doesn't matter if it's a saint or the scum of the earth, everyone wants to live all the same. I'm picking up what you're putting down, but it's no different out there, really. People all hurt and kill each other because they don't want to be hurt themselves. Take others' lives so you can keep yours. Bit too obvious, maybe? I guess that's how things were in the outside world. Where are you from, by the way? The Nest? The back streets? No, I'm feeling tipsy. All I remember for sure is that I worked at Lobotomy Corp. Yo, there's the mention of Lob. Must have been a pretty sweet spot working in a megacorp like that. You really think so? Duh, of course. People are bound to envy someone who gets to join a wing. They give a lot of cash. Welfare's nice, and you gain social status too. Yeah, that's what they always say. Let's just forget about all that for now and drink some more. Alright, gotta drink while I can. You've gotta be kidding. Alrighty, that's silly. Inflict feeble and disarm next scene. Wait, disarm? And you can disarm your opponents. Okay. Reduce the max stagger resist of the target by 5%. Deal 5 to 10 stagger to all enemies. Cool. Alrighty, Nicole. I guess I'll build for you, Nicole. You know, it's kind of cool that the key pages are like, oh, once you're done using one, you can like just have it sit in the background, and then when you feel like using it, when you get a new assistant librarian, you can just be like, oh, well, this thing is already built, so let's just slap it on Nicole. Okay, so let's move forward with our endeavors here. Book of Lulu, Book of Mars. Yeah, we got all you guys. We have a lineup of the search team, and you two are in San Julia. I'm finally heading back to the library. Yeah, let's go retrieve the books of Mars and Lulu, and come back safely. Don't forget, while our main objective has been decided as retrieving the books of Mars and Lulu thanks to the coincidence of interests between San and the Association, we should still try to secure as much information as possible, meaning we should collect as many books as we can. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I know it's a silly question to ask, but why is Zwei, an association specializing in peacekeeping and security, deciding to set up a search team of all things to enter the library? Why did you come begging to us in the first place if you knew all that? That's because this was the only place I could count on. What about your younger brother? My younger brother is... Never mind. Once again, I'm sorry for the trouble, and thanks again for the help. San. Anyway, since you're running an affiliate office, I suppose it's okay to tell you this. Consult this board. The distortion phenomenon, classified as an urban nightmare. I'm sure you've at least heard of it, even if you haven't seen it yourself, right? It's an anomaly that has been happening throughout the city ever since the White Nights and Dark Days. The frequency may be low, but people are turning into monsters at random, and each individual occurrence is a huge pain to deal with. Distortions. Yeah, I know. The pianist, the first reported case of this phenomenon, it ended up killing 80% of District 9's population. Oh, it's kind of like the silent orchestra. I heard that it was so sudden. The Hana Association had to dispatch one of the colors immediately after realizing the severity of the situation. That's right, yet we still don't have any clues to track down the cause of this phenomenon. The most we have is the sudden disappearance of L Corp and the White Nights and Dark Days, whose starting point was in the corporation's nest. So White Nights and Dark Days, that was in the place of the Tree of Night, or the Tree of Light. The Tree of Light was cut down, and I guess since the tree wasn't shining for an entire, I think it was 2 weeks, the seeds that it put into people's hearts were incomplete, and therefore it turned them into people like Mr. Pianist here. Also, this is so cool. The sheet music traveling through buildings and causing them to explode. That is so sick. Zwei suspects that the library may be one of the keys to understanding the distortion phenomenon. He's playing Rush E, guys. He has 6 hands, so he's actually capable of doing it. A co-worker told me a similar story. Said a resident in the area they were peacekeeping was suddenly distorted and transformed into a 4-legged beast, even though there weren't any signs of danger or anomaly nearby. Thankfully, they managed to take care of that creature before the death toll could hit 2 digits. I also heard that a restaurant clerk turned into a man-eating sandwich monster? Something like that is such an awesome Papa Louie reference. When burgers attack, I think I understand now. So the distortion phenomenon is a clear and apparent threat to Zwei's peacekeeping activities, and they expect the library to hold a clue for resolving it. You got that right. Fortunately, there haven't been any cases of the phenomenon that's nearly as devastating as the pianist so far. It looks like Zwei is going to keep an eye out for the library for a while, though there are several other suspects they need to investigate as well, so we won't be getting any high-grade fixers. This is more than enough help. Thanks, Isadora. I said I'm just doing my job. It's not like I'm doing you a favor or anything. Sure you are. You have my thanks as well, Isadora. Let's get to it. Is that really true? What is? The things they said about the library, is this place really all connected to stuff like White Nights and Dark Days? L-Corp and the distortion phenomenon? I'm frankly not even sure where we are in the city, though. What if I said it is? If you said it is, I'm not really sure I get what you mean. It's extremely rare for an incident to encompass the city like the White Nights and the Dark Days did. There have been some cases of wings falling apart on their own, but those only affected their own nests at most. L-Corp was something else entirely. It's like the whole city fell asleep for a week. Let's say that the library really is related to the White Nights and the Dark Days. What does that change? Nothing, I guess. My work is still going to be the same. So this is the library. The transportation method is almost like a singularity. Yeah, the director of the library will soon come and greet us. Angela, was it? Greetings, dear guests. I am Angela, the director and librarian of my role's namesake. Though it appears that you already know who I am. We're here to take back the books of Mars and Lulu. They are here indeed. We can get the books we want or die and turn into books ourselves, right? That is correct, as it is written on the invitation. It's like I'm talking to a wall. She's so robotic. May you find your book in this place. Okay. The Zwei Association's back, and it looks like they brought some company. Cool. Who should we send out? Gain 1 strength next scene. These are guys that I don't really put much attention into. Let's do Hod. Let's see Hod. Hod's awesome. We all love Hod. I can endure this much. We're the Zwei, your shield, commencing operation now. There are quite a few things suspicious about this place. You don't say. Okay. So do we want to take physical damage or stagger damage? I think that'll be easier to fend off. So does the roll that you do, like, does your combat die roll affect the damage you do? I wonder that. Okay, you're gonna do bind damage. We're just gonna punch. So if this person rolls a 6, will it do more damage than if it rolls a 3? I imagine that's the case. Bonk, better. Bonk. What? I guess that isn't too improbable. Block dice gain 1 to 2 power. That sounds kind of funny. Let's see how that goes. Bound. Reduce all speed values by 2. Okay. So we want angry Hod. We need Hod to be very angry. You're gonna have a fatal attack. 3 to 6. That is 2 to 6. Let's struggle. They're trying to bind Hod. That's 3 to 5. Okay, let's see who's better. There we go. Please get a 6. Okay. Social distancing. Block dice gain power. More stagger damage on a deflect. And everybody please attack this person. Nope, okay. Everybody's going after Hod. Yeah, well, I guess we'll kill that person then. Angry face. Boom. Beautiful. All right. So next we're getting a lot of light over here. We need to start using that. Maybe that'll be gut harvesting. Use that on you. You're gonna come with a fatal 2 attacks. One fatal and stagger, the other fatal in. Taste my flaming bat, idiot. It's so stupid. Angry. 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 Brrr. Blocked. Stupid. Dodged. Stupid. Taste my flaming bat. Wow. 7. Okay. Why does he keep dodging? Wait, what? Did that have 5? Oh, Hod is dead. Hod does not survive this. That's annoying. Everybody's coming after Hod now. Okay, let's just focus on finishing this lady, I guess. What? 1 damage? You kidding me? Is that supposed to be a funny joke? That did 1 dabblage? Shit. This is a tricky situation that we find ourselves in here. You're all weak to Pierce, but we don't have Pierce. Well, let's clean up at least before we send Rolando and the squad over. Die. I don't want to die. I want to run away. Okay, so you're going to come charging over because you rolled a 5. The very least you can do is a 4, please. Okay. Thank you today, Shylock, for carrying me the rest of the way. How come you always get 8? Okay, watch this. Watch this. He's got to do... Okay, never mind. I thought he was gonna... How did... He did like 3 defensive dice rolls and then the 2 after that. How does that move work? Maybe you'll survive. Okay. Trooper. Okay. 3 to 5, 3 to 4. He's not weak to blunt. It looks like all we have available is blunt. I think that might be our best option. I do not know how Hoon is still alive. Hoon should not be still alive. I guess it's the defensive dies that are keeping us in the game, though. Okay, that's gonna hurt. Oh, you're so close. Hoon is soldiering on. My goodness. What a beast. Okay. Let's just take you out real quick. Okay. 4 health. Now 6. Inflict 2 bind next scene. 3 to 5. So let's play to our win condition. That being the defensive powers of the Today's Shylock thing. So that's gonna block that easy. Oof. Okay, but staggered. That's huge. Okay, Hoon. We're gonna need some high rolls here. That's exact. Okay, that's about as low as you could get. That's average. How is Hoon doing this? Okay, we got a fatal. We need to use that to be sure that we dodge. Oof. And of course they roll as high as they possibly can. 4 health. We need to keep doing that. That's all we really need to do. Taste my flaming bat. Staggered? We won. How did we win? What? Was that it? Those guys were a lot weaker than I thought. Jesus, Hoon. Jesus. She's insane. She's insane. The clutch was insane. Emergency rations? That was awesome. That was freaking sick. That was awesome. Okay, let's... Yesid doesn't get a lot of attention, so let's send out Yesid's team. Okay. We're working with a strength build. They're gonna do paralysis. This kind of atmosphere never fails to distress me. What do you mean? An unreal atmosphere? I do not think this is any place in reality. Hey, you there. I'm about to assault you, so I wanted to make sure you're ready for it. That's cool. Okay. Yesid, yesid, yesid. Alright, so you're free to do whatever. Yeah, let's just do this. Actually, who's the biggest threat over there? Oh wait, I already played it, never mind. You do slash damage +1. You heal after winning a clash. Okay. I need to update Yesid stuff. Boost next dies, max value by 3. We want to charge in and... Retaliate is such a better move than going first. That is that it does everything that going first does better. I guess the only bad thing is that it costs more light. You can spend your light, mister. We're gonna... I think... Oh, we can't win that, though. Let's go after her. Okay. So you have strength up, Mr. This guy. Oh, they're switching sides, switching targets. Your shield, gain endurance, next scene. Okay, everybody has shields up, so I guess it doesn't really matter who we go for that much. Bam! Max damage. Bam! +2 strength, baby! Okay, so strength is a higher offensive roll die. Got it. That makes sense to me now. Oh my goodness, he's kind of losing. Oh yeah, and he's staggered. We can... I really want to make sure that he dies, but I don't think that... Well, let's just do that. Six. So close. Oh, there's no chance. Wow. That was sad. Upon a successful blunt attack, inflict 1 bind and paralysis. That's pretty cool. Let's do this. Yes, it is going to live longer. Oh, you're staggered. You got a target on your back. No? Everybody... Okay, I guess it makes sense that only her's gonna try to kill him. So we want blunt attacks. I have faith that this will work. It did not work. Oh, she got there first and they couldn't clash. Lame. Yeah, just go. Just go. Just go. Well, sure. Malkuth. Malkuth, you're up. Go get him. Alright, everybody's going after Malkuth, so they are none the wiser. When Maxim comes in and cooks them alive. Malkuth, wallop! Wallop, Malkuth! Punch, punch. Never mind. Okay. This is, that is, okay. Sometimes I feel like I understand the game really well, and then sometimes Malkuth loses half her HP and is staggered on the first turn. Gain endurance next scene. We want you to... It's gonna be a gamble. Okay, Malkuth is alive actually. And he's dead. 1 to 10. We just gotta win. We just gotta be better. We just gotta do better than 1 to 10. Fuck. Okay, we win this gamble and we use the gained strength to finish everybody off. Well, that's unfortunate. And so is that. Oh, we killed him? Okay. Sure. Hoon. Oh, we can only recruit 2 library. I was just gonna... Well, Hoon... Let's see what you're made of, truly, this time. Two to 4 and 3 to 5. You're coming with a whole bunch of fatalities. Boosts next dies maximum value by 3. That explains why I'd lose all the time. We really don't want... We cannot have that first clash to... We cannot lose that first clash. That gives us the best chance of surviving that. Really? Alright, we lose. Gotta remember, they always roll high. They know nothing but rolling high. So I guess that's cool. Alright. Let's go. Let's hop right back in there. I have to get more books, don't I? That's okay. I think this one's Lulu. Yeah. All right, let's not waste any time here. Is that Sonic the Hedgehog? So you're coming after this dice. It's just an easy little baby move. Win. When staggered. When staggered. Oh my goodness gracious. I think the light carries over. So we're gonna just use some easy stuff. 0 damage. I actually want you to not do that. Oh, so you can unplay a card. And win. 0 damage taken. And now we got Lulu. Wait, 0 damage taken and we got more max light on our dudes. That is pretty cool. Oh, Lulu is on site right now. 3 to 5, 4 to 8, 3 to 4. Two to 3, 2 to 3. Oh, Lamau. Oh, I can't do that. Alright, we'll quick attack you. You're coming with pound. Alright. 5. 6. 6. Yes. Just be better. Just be better, Rolando. Yes, Rolando is better. I'm doing things better. After 3 successful attacks. Ooh, both these are pretty good. That gains speed on Rolando. We'll play you on Rolando, though. Yeah, I think I just need to give everybody the Rolando speed special. And having 2 dice is really, really sick. You are a haste +2. I'm coming with a really angry attack. But we can do better. Just cancel that before it even happens. And we'll have you. Have you cooking prep. This lady. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. Right back at ya, Buster. Staggered. And Lulu's dying. That's cool. That's hype. We're gonna go with that. Non-stop assault. Yeah, that's her dead. You're coming with pound. Okay. Let's say no to that. And we will... Who do we want to finish off? Wait, you're doing a big attack. Yeah, that's for sure gonna beat her. Also, blue-haired girl is on site with Roland. Why do they hate each other so much? That's a finisher. Wow. That made things scarier. Oh no. Oh, you poor solitary soul. Let's harvest your guts. Set you on fire. And to finish you off, we're gonna pound you, I guess. And there we go. Oh, that was fun. Good job, guys. I'm glad you could all make it through. Alright, let's try this again. And this time, let's start out with our A game. Oh wait, what am I... Is that the correct... I don't think it is. Oh wait, yeah it is. Okay. Yeah, we got it. Rolando, Pansy, and Hoon. Alright, let's see. Oh, this is the Zwei crew. This isn't the main course quite yet. Okay. Oh, that should be pretty easy. I want something that gives Rolando strength. Tie. Boring. Bop. Bop. 5? Yes! I'm finally not going last. This is so huge. Okay. We're gonna harvest your guts. That should kill that guy. That's for clashes mostly. Win. Yeah. Yep. Good job, Rolando. I will keep my dignity to the end. Very cool. Sharp swipe. Okay. Let's get pale hands on Rolando. So you're coming with that. You're coming after this dice with that. Oh, everybody's coming after this dice with that. Let's respond. Let's counter you with hopefully 12 damage move, which is not a great idea, but it's kind of funny. All right, gang. Let's finish this person off. Yo! Oh my god, it actually did do 12. That's so massive. Look at all the status effects. Aww, you poor thing. Okay. We don't want to... How do we give them a higher max light? I'm not really sure. Oh wait, did we not kill her? Oh. You can cruelty, I guess. Everybody's moving. Fail. Bink. Punch, done. Good job, gang. Yeah, we can keep going, why not? So we got a lot of light in our fam here. We're going to 35, 35. I don't like these odds. Okay. Or maybe there's merit in canceling that and just going for not doing any clashes. That's not going to do a whole lot. You're weak to pierce. Let's just make sure you're down and out. Inflict bleed, inflict that much bleed, inflict a lot of bleed. It does slash damage. Is anybody weak to... You're weak to slash damage. Okay. Bop. Boom. Big fire. 7. Did she get anything besides the maximum possible roll a single time? Nice 1. Nice 2. Did I get anything besides this single minimum possible roll a single time? That's hype. Okay, y'all are both going for her. 1 to 6. 1 to 5. 2 to 4. Let's bleed you. Actually, yeah, let's bleed you. Spend it all. That'll kill him, probably. $12, $12, $12. Sweet. 5? Yes! Let's go! Okay. You win some, you lose some? Yes! Okay. Main guy is staggered. Main guy is staggered. Main guy is probably gonna die here. I think it's safe to say we can go ahead and make sure that he's dead. Rolando, you get on that. We'll gather intel with you. And then fleet footsteps. I think we can also just gather intel over there. But we do have plenty of those cards. No, we'll gather intel. Die. Lulu, Mars, and Julia, who trusted me and followed me here, I'm sorry. He rolled a 1 out of 10. That's not... that doesn't happen often. At the end of the 3rd scene, after which the page was chosen. Yo, cool. Six strength, 4 enduring, 4 haste, 4 protected. Oh, don't be a bitch and go for her. Come on. We're going first. Alright. It was nice knowing you. Jesus. That's so strong. That's so cool. The library is located in the source of the white nights and dark days. I touched up the headquarters of L-Corp, the center of it, for my own use. I have no comment to make on the distortion phenomenon that apparently started occurring afterwards. I have little to no information about that phenomenon either. Though I do have a guess. Whoa, that came out of nowhere. You were curious about it earlier, weren't you? I was created as a mechanical secretary to assist the manager of Lobotomy Corporation. I was designed to look like a human, feel emotions, and make evaluations and judgments based on those emotions. It's as you suspected. I was born in secret, violating the AI ethics amendment. I never got to make my own judgment, funnily enough. I had to read the same script over and over and over for 1 million years. All for the success of a single project. The play that never seems to end finally concluded one day. And the white nights and dark days happened as a result. Thanks for letting me know. I don't know who came up with that insane plan, but thanks to them, the distortion phenomenon started wreaking havoc on the city at random intervals. Ordinary people turn into monsters all of a sudden, and they'd kill everything in sight. In the first ever case of distortion, boy, was that a hellscape. It happened without any oncoming sign in a district that everyone believed to be relatively safe. The massacre was a work of art, too. It was named The Pianist for a reason. What more could I say? Anyway, thanks for telling me all that. Must have been a sensitive topic to you. You aren't as shocked as I expected. The monsters created from the distortion did give off a suspiciously similar vibe to this library and its caretakers. You must have gone through a whole lot of distress in your life. Do you think the library could be a distortion? Or maybe Angela in some way is a distortion? I'm not really sure the mechanics of a distortion yet, but that is interesting. Anyway, what comes next is the problem. What can we do to lure this way here? You can use this book. I tried writing down the relationship between L-Corp and the distortion phenomenon. It should be quite valuable to them under these circumstances. What do we got? Happy Teddy Bear. That's an HE. Would you like to play with me? I was too lonely. Hugging was its favorite thing, wasn't it? It feels refreshing to see you again. Okay. Reduce the cost of nostalgic embrace of the old days by one after engaging in a clash. Timid endearment. Okay. Just chop them up, I guess. Make them bleed. Don't hit me, please. I'm already worn and torn. My cotton stuffing is sticking out everywhere. Win. So does anything happen? Squeaku. Okay, paralyzed. You're gonna have... Okay. So it has a pink heart on it. So if I remember from Lobotomy Corporation, you can't send a person into his room twice in a row because the second time it'll choke them to death. So maybe I'm not allowed to have my librarian touch them again. Maybe it'll hug them. If I do that, we'll see. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Okay. You're kind of freaking me out, Mr. Happy Teddy Bear. Squeaku. What does the heart mean? Is that just to make it obscure the... nostalgic embrace of the olden days and lower cost by 1 after each clash using other pages. Okay, so that's gonna OHKO because that's 30 blunt. Or maybe it won't. No, he's relatively weak to blunt. Okay, you're gonna gain strength next scene. You are gonna try and die. Okay, and we have that move again. Wonderful. That's gonna burn him though. We might get something out of this. I'm not really sure. Reduce the cost of nostalgia affection by 1 after engaging in a clash. Reduce the cost of that move by 1. Oh. I see the gimmick. So you're never supposed to clash with him. Because if you clash with him, then you see up here, that's how much light it takes. So if we look here, that's how much light it takes to use a move. Whenever we clash with him, the cost of that lowers. So right now it's 1, so it's we're gonna die. Basically is what I'm saying. We're gonna, yeah. Well, it was nice knowing you, Malkuth. So, Malkuth is gonna stand there, and you're gonna do that. But how much is it originally? Because I feel like is that the strat though? I don't think that's the strat. Can you stop rolling high, please, Mr. Teddy Bear? Okay, thank you for going this way instead. Okay, you're fine against slash attacks. At lowest that can give me 4, and at highest it can give me 10. At lowest that can give me 6, and at highest it can give me 7. But Wallop's funnier. Alright, we jump him. Never mind. You're still staggered. Why are you staggered again? Stop rolling the lowest possible amount, for God's sake. Timid endearment. Okay, he starts using the weak stuff. So it looks like after you do one clash, that's when he starts doing the 1 damage move, so it's fine. We should have this. Chop it off is not a good move. So now we just gotta try and kill him as fast as we possibly can. To do that, we need slash type moves, which this guy does not have a lot of. He's the penetration guy. Okay, you're gonna nostalgic embrace of that. So that sucks, but he can't do it after he slaughters Malkuth. He's not gonna be able to do anything else, hopefully. Alright. Will this at least do some damage to him? No, it did not. But he's not going to be able to do that move again because he has both of his light back. Why does he have 2 light back? He just used it. Alright, get it over with. What the... So there must be something else that I'm missing. Because that's hard. That or I just need to actually put more effort into these, which I guess I'll do. Alright, so we fixed up Malkuth's stuff a little bit. Now her slashed damage will do hopefully a lot more. Alright, get in there. Timid endearment. Sure. Wait, he clashed? He clashed with her. He went after her, but then... it is what it is. We're gonna have you go first again. Okay, so that was not a clash. We just need him to do timid endearment again. Or just kill Malkuth. Dog, I don't know what to fucking do here. Because if he kills her, then we're just gonna have to clash and then lose. God, this sucks. Let's see. I need... Okay, let's... okay, maybe we should... Let's just... do this, I guess. Do it. Kill him in 1 hit. Do it, yeah. Alright, what move do you got next? Awesome. Okay, is it the awesome move? It is the awesome move. I'm so happy about that. Oh, I died, imagine. Imagine that. What do I do? I guess I gotta... It probably has to do with the skills that, like, give your teammate some protection. Your shield. And that's not it. It's like up here somewhere, maybe. Fence? Give protection to all allies. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. So we're gonna replace you with you. There we go. Alright, I think that should work maybe, hopefully. Or at least give us a better chance here. So you're gonna go after Malkuth. Malkuth can't do anything. But we are gonna give Malkuth protection. Or is that for next scene? I forgot. Okay, it's for next scene. Oh, it gives everybody protection. Okay, so you're going for him. So we're gonna give endurance to our ally here. Yeah, okay. Okay. So we need slash type damage. Oh, defensive dice. Okay, that doesn't do anything because we can't clash. You can't do any move. Oh, you're kidding me. You turn to... How does that... Guys, how does that work? So sometimes they clash against the person that the arrow is pointing to. And that's fine. They can't clash with anybody else. And then other times they clash with this person, they turn around and clash with the other person. I don't understand that mechanic. Not in the slightest. Okay, please go for not Malkuth. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's a chance that we're going to be clashing anyways, so might as well. Okay, 3 health left. He has a negligible 3 health. And has he been clashed with enough to do the big attack? Okay, no. We're good. So we just gotta not get fucked over by the dice roll. And it should be fine if we use this. Okay. Do not get fucked over by the dice roll. Thank you. Awesome. Nice. We got Teddy Bear. That was much more of an ordeal than I thought it would be. Woo. Got a ton of books for you, Malkuth. By the way, I told you before that this is my 3rd life, right? Oh yeah, you've been thinking about your previous lives? By the way, I heard from Angela this place is related to Lobotomy Corporation somehow. Is that really true? It's not just related somehow. I was an AI in charge of the control team in Lobotomy Corporation. AI as an artificial intelligence? Hold on a sec. You're an AI just like Angela? Sorry, my wording was a little off. I wasn't a real AI. I was a human whose brain was restored for a second chance, if anything. Sheesh, I was worried for a second that this place violated the AI ethics amendment even more than just one time. Heck, could burn this place to the ground at any moment if that were the case. You mean the institution that manages the city? Yeppers, peppers, that head. They usually like to stay awfully quiet, but when they do have work, they're scarily thorough and quick about it. Or so I've heard, you know? You're so casual, aren't you? I thought we were having a serious conversation here. Oh, whoops, sorry. I've gone through all kinds of stuff, so my priorities tend to be a bit unusual. It's not like I was trying to ignore what you were saying or anything, Malkuth. I'm sorry if I made you feel bad. You have a rather unique personality, Roland. It was all part of my survival strategy. Anyway, back to your past. You said you used to be the boss of the control team back in Lobotomy Corp, right? Chart of history here, you see? So I started out by tracing back in my own personal history very, very slowly. Would you like to have a listen? Not a fan of long and convoluted stories. Hey, don't be such a mood killer. You're supposed to agree here. Well, why bother asking if you're going to tell me the story anyway? You know what? You got me there. Anyways, I was ordered to work in Lobotomy Corp as the head of the control team, bearing all my flaws. I was given a role to play as soon as I woke up, not realizing who I truly was. But with my heart still aching for the unresolved pain and regret from my past, I was almost about to burst. Just like that, I kept doing inhumane acts for Lobotomy Corp. I didn't even question what I was doing since it was all just work to me. It felt like a calling even. The only thing guiding me was a vague feeling that something went wrong because I didn't try hard enough. My twisted sense of effort pushed many into peril. I forced others into following my selfish standards like a fretful child. Must have been rough for you, being told to work like that without knowing what you were getting into. Did your memories naturally come back after working in Lobotomy Corp for a while, or...? It's more like... It'd be more correct to say I was reminded of them. My life at Lobotomy Corp was actually my second. And when my emotions finally erupted while working there, I could remember my first life. All the mistakes and faults I made, and regret. I could understand why I had been so obsessed with trying hard. Turns out what I really wanted was recognition. Look, I'm trying so hard, I'm a useful person. I never knew how to stand up without leaning on someone else. After I vented out all my emotions, the inner struggle that had been haunting me for so long finally dissolved. I found redemption for my first life during my second life. Alright, so let me get this straight. You did something wrong, which you regretted so much, and died, somehow came back to life and got another job. And a big lump of regret in your heart eventually got resolved in a turn of events. I guess that's one way to put it. Hold on for a second. Let's say that everything else makes sense since it's the city we're talking about. But who revived you and for what reason? Just to give you that enlightenment. Maybe so that I can let out all my resentment and sorrow. That I can find redemption. Don't delude yourself, Malkuth. What the hey? Jeez, you scared me for a sec. Were you listening to all of this? Your salvation was never in his interests. He only did it as a means to find his own redemption. I wasn't the one using you. It was him. He used all of you just to satisfy himself. I can't bear any more of this nonsense. Angela. Yo, that's them! I like that Gebra butt is holding the what's it called? I forgot. The mimicry blade. And that Hokma has his compass still. I need you to fall asleep. What's with those faces? It's the rest you all longed for. We can't let you do that. We've worked so hard to make this happen. Worked hard? How funny. Would you really call what you've done hard work? We're not going to sit still and let you take away our light. Our light. You're not the boss, and I would never listen to you even if you were. Of course you won't. You're still loyal to that man. I won't let you rob me of the meaning I finally found. No one is by my side, as I expected. Do not feel so lonesome now. I shall stand by your side, if no one else wills to. Bina, shut up. Why? What do you accomplish? Damn it, Bina, even in the end, This must be yet another consequence of his actions. I simply acknowledge all events as valid. I would have shed a tear of gratitude for you if I could. Feel free to act upon your wishes. Angela, a machine consumed by desires. You cannot take this path. I decide what I can or can't do now. You can't cling to Lobotomy Corporation forever. Aren't you interested in learning more about yourself or living your own life? My life, it was to save humanity. That's why I could willingly sacrifice my life. It was for a greater cause. What a bunch of idiots. Seems another storm swept by. I gave away my 2 precious lives trying to save people, and I'm willing to do it again for a 3rd time. We withstood all those hardships and trials for the sake of humanity. Do we look like idiots to you too, Roland? Well, it's not like I know enough of the details. Don't get this whole saving humanity thing either. But if that's what you sincerely hoped for, who am I to judge? Of course I'm sincere, right? Please leave me be for a bit. I need some time to think. Alright, you do look like you need some rest. Remember, deep breaths, okay? No, and you don't have to be too courteous with me when we talk. Just thought I'd let you know. Yeah. Alright, epic. Winning a clash, bonus stagger damage. Highest cost hand is chosen. Decreases the cost of every copy of that page. That's pretty cool. This looks a little bit creepy. All dice gain 1 to 2 power in a clash. All dice lose 1 to 2 power in a one-sided attack. Interesting. Geminiano? Geminiano? Okay. That's not a real name. What page are we giving you, Mr. Geminiano? Let's give you... I have to have one of these. One of these has to be available. Sure. You can have Mo's page. You can have paralysis attacks and stuff. Alright. Let's see what's left with the Zwei office. Book of the Distortion. What happens if I burn that book? Yes, sir, I'm afraid San and Julia couldn't make it back. Requesting additional support. Isadora, what do you think the purpose of the library is? From the information we've gathered so far, it's the accumulation of knowledge. Accumulation of knowledge, you say? The library simply offers a deal. It has no influence on the outside world. It only rewards or punishes those who have entered. The winner can get the books they want, and the loser becomes a book that the library wants. Any linkage to the distortion phenomenon? That is unclear, sir. But my instincts suggest that it has to be related to the phenomenon somehow. And why is that? The invitation to the library, its books, and the beings called librarians that reside there, all elements of the library are similar to what we've seen of the distortion. A common feature is that it's impossible to observe them for an analysis of their constituents or components. We cannot carry out a comparative analysis because of this, but this inability to observe itself can be considered a common trait. It's not like you to make such baseless claims, is it? Section 6 will not needlessly obsess over the library. There is simply too much uncertainty for us to recklessly jump into the case. The Zwei Association gets hundreds of requests every day. A fair number of them are allocated to us as Section 6. I'm sure you understand that your claims are not compelling enough to make us give up all these requests in favor of the library. I am aware, sir. And yet here you are, requesting additional manpower for investigating the library. Are you sure you aren't simply using the alleged linkage to the distortion as an excuse to get your revenge on the library, or retrieve the books of your colleagues? Even as we speak, syndicates like the Carnival are chewing up people's guts out in the open, and the likes of the musicians of Bremen are making modern art pieces out of innocent citizens. And there are yet more insane individuals looming over the city, no? And our duty is to protect our clients from such shade in the city, is it not? You're right, sir. Remember the slogan of our association. Your shield, sir. Exactly, our role is to be a trusty shield for our client. So don't put down that shield without good reason, got it? You may leave now. You are dismissed. Isadora, did you happen to put this invitation in my drawer? No, sir, I haven't received any new invitations yet. What is the current risk level of the library? It's currently resting at the Urban Legend class, but has been slowly rising with every new report. Now I see. The Book of Distortion, is it? We've been using irresistible bait like this to attract their victims, haven't they? Book of Distortions. Angela's like, okay, he wants to find out about distortions? Alright, let's give him an invitation to find the Book of Distortions. Things went rather smoothly thanks to your book. It's not something we could get from any of the guests we've had so far. I simply offered what they needed the most at the moment. I am better than anyone at understanding the situation at hand and coming up with an appropriate response. Precisely, ma'am. You surely did come up with the perfect solution to lure out this way. Heck, if you could print out books right away, wouldn't it be nicer to just make a whole lot of them ourselves? I can only write books about the things I know. I need more time to write another one, too. Oh, I see. So, can I ask for your publications from time to time? I'm willing to cooperate since you're doing your job as my assistant. Just don't pester me too much. Sure thing, ma'am. A mere servant such as I wouldn't dare commit such atrocity as bothering our Mistress Angela. Oh no. Do you think this will work out well? The director of a section in an association like this way should be more than enough as our next step. The information he holds has got to be on a whole nother level from what we've collected so far. It's been quite a while since I worked in the field. You haven't had any field work in a while too, no? You're right, sir. If we can get this case resolved, we can finally get out of Section 6. It's nice to be finally collecting information about the distortion directly from the source, instead of having to get my hands dirty, engaging with those lowly syndicates. Neither of us should rot in Section 6 for the rest of our lives, wouldn't you agree? Yes. We can have revenge for your colleagues, get a lead on the distortion phenomenon, and aim for a higher position all at the same time. How fascinating is that? Everything seems to fall to place too conveniently. Greetings, dear guest. I am the You must be Angela, director and librarian of your role's namesake, right? Indeed, it's just as you said. I've seen reports about you, but is it true that you are a machine, not a human? My, staying quiet won't hide it, girl. A machine must behave as a machine. Yo, that's the Ian phrase. You've made quite a huge deal out of your little library. It's rather troublesome to have a non-human like you cause a fuss this big, you know? Sir, I don't think we should provoke her any further. May you find your book in this place. Well then. Sure. Go get him, gang! Okay, I think we've seen all these texts before. That's nothing crazy. We'll wallop you. Endurance, so that gives defensive dies a better shot at working. Okay, everybody dogpile on this man. Because they're all dogpiling on Maxim. 6. Wow. Just trades, eh? Okay, we staggered our boy over here. I think we should just focus on killing him. I think he makes me uncomfortable, the fact that he is still alive. Everybody dogpile on him. Bop. Ding. Ding. Wow. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. You got this. Yes. Yes. Upon winning a clash, deal bonus stagger damage equal to the dice's value at a 20% chance. Combat page with the highest cost in hand is chosen. Using pages with the same name will decrease the cost of every copy. Okie dokie, artichoke. Gain a buff at a 40% chance next scene. That's a pretty good thing to choose, honestly. At least I think so. Okay, Malkuth has the best stats. Okay, we're going for this guy. Let's do a lot of defense. Both hate Pierce. Alrighty. Angela has stronger slashes. Let's do that. That was alright. Bank. 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 Okay, it should be pretty simple taking this person out. You're coming at us with a fatal sharp swipe. 3 to 6, so guaranteed 3. You won't get a 6. Minimum 3. I'm gonna put all my stock into that, getting like a really high roll so that this person dies instantly. I don't want to use my high value cards. And that one only does anything off of a clash. I don't like this. Let's go after that person. Three. The options were 1 through 12 and I rolled a 3. You're going after him, you're going after him. 2 to 4, that should be easy. Yeah, that should be. Actually, 2 to 2 versus, oh, can't go for that. I think that's a good one to go for. There we go, let's clash. Better. All right. Highest cost. Giving that to you. So if there are multiple with 3, does that bring the... I guess only one way to find out. Kill him, please. Okay. Sweet. Why are you still alive? You should not be lasting this long, my friend. Alright, here we go. That should be a pretty easy win. Okay, maybe I should have had other people. I shouldn't have banked all my stock into that not happening. Not getting consistent low rolls. So this guy gained strength. Will that carry over to the next battle? guess there's only one way to find out. No, he loses strength. That's kind of lame. Oh, this guy's a big deal. He's got 2 dice. 3 dice slot plus 1. Okay, so you are hard focusing this lady. Can guarantee winning that one. You're coming at her with fatal damage. Okay, yeah, we need to give our friends endurance. And also, we need to stop you from doing big damage. There's more to life than rolling 1, Malkuth. I've rolled 1 that wasn't a tie, and it was a defensive move. The librarian's HP is at 20% or lower. They deal 30%. Target's max HP as damage. Yo, sweet. That sounds awesome. Who's closest to dying? Malkuth? Or wait, does that happen to everybody? We are not fighting as a joke. You must be one of the clique that took Santa Julia. This guy's very difficult. Everybody's going after Malkuth. No. Okay, so we can roll higher than him. I hate putting it all on the odds because, like, from what obviously luck is not too kind to me in this game. At least it hasn't been. But we're gonna focus down that guy. Wait, huge 6. Okay, that was good. That was good turn of events. Great turn of events even. Okay, that doesn't matter. All right, that was fine. That was perfectly fine. Because now this guy has extra attack strength. He's going to do Law and Order, and we're going to do this. Actually, maybe it would be better to do Paralysis since he has 2 dies. No, we're doing fine. So you're coming at me with that 1 to 8. Okay. Can I do anything that's guaranteed to hit him? I guess this. 2 to 4, 3 to 5. We're doing it. 1 to 5, 1 to 6. We're doing this one. Yeah, go get him, guys. A 10 versus a 1. That's gonna hurt. But this is gonna hurt harder. Boom! Yeah, I like to see that. That's unfortunate. But it is what it is. Boom! Endured. Okay. These two are very close to staggering. Oh, but Malkuth is also very close to staggering. Okay, that's gonna be decent. Retaliate. That might kill, actually. Let's get this lady out of here. Please don't die. Please don't die. Okay. Oh, but he's staggered, so he's gonna die. Oh, but he's dead! Perhaps I underestimated my opponents. What just happened? What just happened? What's what? What's this? Is that a glitch? Is that because Malkuth's dead? I'm not really sure what just happened, but that's cool. So how can we get you to win? By doing pierce damage and you're weak to pierce? We have the type advantage, I guess. But you hurt. You do a lot of damage. Okay, that's our best option, so let's just go for it. Sweet. Oh, it's the endurance that helped us out. Okay. This is very close. The endurance buff from our past friends allowed us to get the win. Well, allowed us to get the not death. We do not want that clash win. Them to win the clash. You're really? You had a whole 9 other numbers you can roll. Okay. We're sending him to Hod. So this is my... blow him up. And just kill Hod. Just kill him, Hod. Just be better. Rampage. Bop, bop. Good job, Hod. You did wonderful. Cool. What does it mean to behave as a machine? Boy, not that topic again. Someone I used to know loved to say that phrase. Like I told you before, making machines with emotions or sapience is forbidden. Even if one were to be made, the head has long settled the ethical implications and all that. That means they've decided on a solid answer for the long-standing question. How is a machine with emotions different from a human? Their answer being, even if a machine carries emotions and intelligence, and is nearly identical to a human in every aspect, it is still a machine by birth. Machines should always be below humans. Therefore, it is now forbidden to create sapient machines as they can disrupt the proper judgment of societal values. Furthermore, all existing sapient machines may be subject to termination regardless of ownership. In short, machines are machines, and humans are humans. Machines exist solely to serve humans, is what they're saying. That's the mindset people in the city decided to have. Where would a human brain stuffed in heaps of scrap metal belong? Those would still technically count as humans. Some might consider them defiled, and others might look down on them, but the brains themselves are natural. You get what I'm saying? What about an electronic copy of a human brain? That would be a machine, since it's not born human. To be frank, I don't really get these standards either. I guess birthright matters to them the most. Maybe it's a defensive reaction born out of the urge to preserve humanity as a species. That's unfair. Nothing is ever fair in this world. You're right, it seems everyone lives with a share of unfairness they must bear. Now you're talking like a city dweller. Alright. Let's do one more, and then I think that's all I have in me. Oh, it's these these guys? Reddit? Repetitive. Restore 1 life after dealing 10 or more damage in a single scene. Okay, so we gotta do as much dabblage as we possibly can to make sure that they don't ruin us. clean is a little silly, that card. Alright, I'm not really sure what to do about this. I guess we can try and keep them from dealing enough damage. Oh. Oh, that's impossible. Let's see, lower the minimum value of all dice and raise the maximum value by 3. Yeah, we want this. What are they weak to? Are they weak to slash or blunt? Please be blunt. Okay. Do everything you can to take that guy out. Boom. And there he goes. So it looks like this bar gets to the max, and that might be what gives them extra light. Oh, this is just a straight up, this is just a brawl. This isn't even like, there's not really that much of a gimmick with these guys. You just fight. Okay, that staggered. Who has the blunt attacks? You have the blunt attacks. So this should be a kill. Yes! Oh, that's so massive. I'm so happy I got that. And that is so tragic that that guy is still alive. No. Okay, we just need to... Oh wait, he changed who he was aiming for, so that's... Okay, I get it now. The higher dice roll guy can get them to change who they're going for. So if like, if this person rolls a 5 and goes after someone over here, then obviously he's going to go over here unless the person over here rolls a 7 and goes for that person. At that point, it changes who they go for. At that point, it changes who they clash with. This sucks, by the way. Wow. Okay, Angelina, I see you now. I understand. Okay, Angelina, my goodness. That was the first ever abnormality suppression that I first tried. It didn't really have a gimmick to it, but I guess it kind of had a gimmick. Your book delivery is here. Tidied up my clothes in advance this time, too. Oh, greetings, Angela's lapdog. Come on, still at it with that. The books you brought me last time were interesting, to say the least. I learned that the technologies employed in the back streets were interwoven in a disorderly manner. From crude equipment made of junk to clothes woven from antimatter. All kinds of technologies at various levels of advancement can be seen. There's cutting-edge tech out there, but only few get to benefit from it. I assume wealth is the determining factor. We're in an era where rich people don't have to worry about any disease. We have all sorts of cures now, too, granted you have the cash to buy them. And then we have people playing God with those technologies called singularities. What was Lobotomy Corp's singularity, by the way? The corp's gone now anyway, so no one's gonna sue us for spilling the beans. Aren't you shameless? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. Hey, stop treating me like an idiot. I'm not that stupid, you know? Lobotomy Corporation's singularity was physically manifesting the human mind, an abstract concept. Converting human emotions to physical energy in the same vein as the library. Human emotions can be interpreted as a complex mass. The mass is built up through experiences. When emotions are heightened enough, a page will be chosen. A spot is reserved for a person's book. It is a comprehensive manifestation of their ego. As the battle becomes fiercer and the combatants get agitated, the egos will grow intense and allow their mental states to be physically expressed. Physically manifesting the mind, huh? Certainly seems similar to the distortion. What did you just say? Oh, nothing, just a bit of monologue. Anyway, that sure sounds like a singularity, alright, impressive indeed. You know, makes me wonder. Malkuth said you guys were a part of a project that aimed to save humanity, right? That is true. What kind of saving was that all about, really? Make money rain from the sky or something? That'd save everyone for sure. It can't be compared to such ridiculous nonsense. And you have no right to talk so lightly about the sacrifices we made. Whoa, alright, calm down now. Sheesh, can't even crack a joke. We sought to cure the mind. Carmen was the leader of our research team. First mention of the C word. She said every person in the city had a diseased mind. And that the disease was so severe, humanity would slowly lead itself to self-destruction at this rate. She described the situation as no better than lemmings willingly jumping into a pit of fire. What? She smells a lot like a shady cult leader, according to my tingling fixer sense. And everyone agreed to what she said just like that? And now you're taking me for a fool. Of course, there were quantitative indices to scientifically prove her claim. I suppose it would be useless to describe them to you in detail. Okay, Egghead, setting that aside. Did you guys succeed with that goal of saving humanity? You never cease to annoy me. If we succeeded, we wouldn't be here doing this. Oh yeah, fair point. The fact that we failed to save humanity is not what makes me upset the most. We have committed countless sins, all in the name of a single righteous purpose, saving humanity. We convinced ourselves that we had no other choice. We performed unethical experiments and knowingly drove employees to death in Lobotomy Corporation. We tolerated all those vile deeds for a greater good. But all of that is about to be for naught. What will be made of their sacrifices? All the pain me and my colleagues endured. Angela ruined it all! Fatigued already. What a shame. My employees and I are up for more. Don't be ridiculous. I'll kill you for sure this time. Bina. Not even you will manage to break through our combined effort. You raise a valid concern, it is true. Even I cannot stop all of you in such a short time. We will need to act quickly, Angela. I was just about to do something about it. Yo, that's the second trumpet. It's playing in the background. Ah, shucks! Why did you say, ah, shucks? The Qliphoth deterrence is being lowered. She's overriding my authority on the system. The abnormalities are breaching. All Sephiroth and personnel, please follow my lead. The control team will be in command now. Okuma and the architecture team, please stop Angela from taking over all the systems. Understood. Gabra and the disciplinary team, please keep Bina at bay. You bet. Leave this to me. Hod and the training team, provide the employees with the right manual and information. Inform people. Type X. Attention to all employees, this is a Type X emergency protocol. Please act accordingly to the following instructions. Netzach and the safety team, please focus on treating the wounded. I'll try to take care of them as quickly as I can. Yes, Sid and the information team, please identify the weaknesses of the escaping abnormalities right away. I will analyze them all with the utmost precision. She said, and the welfare team, please work on restoring the Qliphoth deterrence. I almost said counter instinctively. As soon as possible. Will do. This one is my fault after all. No time feeling guilty, she said. Tiferet and the Central Command team, please support everyone with your resourcefulness. I was gonna, no need to say it. It brings me joy to see you all act in such coordination. Now try and stop us till the end. You will never understand how we desperately struggled to stop her from snuffing out our light, and the guilt we feel from compromising at the end. You're right, I won't. All I care about is helping Angela. I want her to achieve her goal, you know? So you simply want the results, whatever the process may entail. You're no different from Angela in that you only care about your own well-being. You're despicable. A typical example of an inhabitant of the city, suffering from the disease of the mind. You use the technologies the city has to offer for your immediate convenience, not knowing or caring about the sacrifices those technologies were built upon. Not knowing that you're bringing about your own demise. Oh, so that's what the whole diseased mind thing was about. I should value the process more than the result. Heh. You're a bunch of dreamers and snobs all along. I bet you're from one of the nests. Look, I know better than anyone about the price of those technologies and singularities. Diseased mind, my ass. And your point about people using singularities without knowing how they really work? That's because they literally have no other option. The corporates have concealed so much that consumers eventually gave up inquiring. Because they're tired, they're already too busy sustaining their everyday life. It appears that I'm not getting through to you. Oh, what a coincidence. I was thinking the same thing too. No matter what you say, I do not want to turn a blind eye to this reality nor conform to it. That was a lot of heavy stuff here in Yesid's area. A lot of lore dump. Alrighty guys, well, that'll be it for me today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Library of Ruiner. And I will see you tomorrow for more Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Take care.